Sometimes you're going to be crushing it, really crushing it, and sometimes it's going to be crushing you. Let's face it, life has its ups and downs. That's part of life, isn't it? And, sometimes you're on the boat and you're fast asleep in the peace of the storm, and other times you've got to get up and speak to the storm, speak to those waves, speak to that wind. Sometimes you're in the pit, in the prison, and sometimes you're in the palace. That's life. Yesterday, I set out to do something that I knew was premature to where I was at in that process. I wanted to rush ahead. You would think that after 50 odd years of living with myself, I would be able to say, Sean, slow down, smell the roses. But I didn't. And I rushed ahead. And every part of that process just didn't feel right. It didn't feel authentic. It didn't feel me. And things were literally kind of falling apart, as I was trying to do this. But I was kind of forcing the moment, even though in my heart of hearts, I knew I'm not crushing this thing. It's crushing me because I'm jumping ahead. It took me probably 40 years to wake up to the realization that I didn't have to live a purpose-driven life, that I could live a purpose-inspired life. It probably took me another 10 years to go through a detox process of allowing myself to have all of that anxiety, the fear, the self-doubt, all of that drivenness, the hustle and the hassle, right? The striving to get it right, to detox that out of my system. And for the last 4 or 5 years, I've been focused very heavily on living a purpose-inspired life, a life from the inside out. Now, I know as you listen to me, as you hear that, maybe that resonates with you. Maybe you say, yes, now I'm doing that. And then you'll go out and rush about your day. You'll be full of anxiety, full of fear, full of worry about what's going to happen today, what's going to happen tomorrow, what's going to happen with my children, what's going to happen with my finances, what's happening with my health. You get a notification and a little SMS. My word, I remember a time when Michelle and I were sitting with a friend, a mentor, and he said, just imagine that on this desk in front of me, I have a salt and a pepper container, a little bottle, and the salt container says S on the outside, so you would imagine it's salt. But when you knock it over, pepper comes out. He says, I'm not so much interested in what you look like on the outside. What I'm interested in is when the pressure comes. When the pressure comes, and life knocks you over, what comes out of you? My friends, only you can answer that. Only I can answer that for myself. I desire to live a life from the inside out in every aspect of my life. My business, my marriage, my relationships, my friendships, my health. And I know when I'm not living from that place of peace. I know when that peace is not ruling in my heart, calling the shots, because that's what it really means in that scripture in Colossians. It means it's the umpire calling the shots. Is peace calling the shots in your life? Or is it that SMS, that WhatsApp, social media, comparing yourself to other people, stressing about the future, worrying, going about your day? I mean, on the outside, it all looks peachy, right? On the outside, you're saying the right words. The facade is there. The facade is there. My friends, I've been there, done that, and bought the whole bang shoot of T-shirts in that factory. So I know what that feels like. If you're ready to start living life from the inside out, I'm really excited to be sharing with you very soon a program called Mind Your Success, where we really get down to the nitty-gritty, as it were, all around neuroscience, fitting that in with our faith. For people of faith who you heard God say, hey, you heard God say, you had that word, you had that scripture, someone encouraged you, you've got that promise, you've held it in your heart for years, you've believed it to be true. There's hope. I really want to encourage you. Join us on this journey of minding your success. I'll be sharing more about this in future videos. This is your season, my friend. If what I'm sharing with you right now is resonating with you as I'm looking into this camera and you looking back, you know, it's your time, it's your season. Stop the scurrying, stop the hurrying, and just pause for a moment and think about that. Pray about that. And if you feel like you're ready to step into that season, then join us on this journey. DM, drop me an email, and I'll be in touch. All the best. God bless. Sean. Cheers.